You are my same height. That is neat.
I'm so close to dead.
Same joke 2 episodes in a row. Take
God,
that.
how do you kill this guy?
Oh, fun.
I'm so excited about this.
Ba, 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 ba.
This brings back memories of old car rides in the back seat on my Game Gear, just burning through AA batteries.
Sure. It took six AA batteries to power the Game Gear.
But you know what? That screen was bright and crisp.
Right.
It really was. Anyway, yeah, that's why I asked you to dig this one out of the archives, and
Yeah, man, I got all the games, dog.
we got all the games.
Hang on, I gotta look something up real quick. I'm looking up... There we go. So we're gonna start the game...
So it's a character named Batman.
Yeah, Batman and his young ward, Rabin.
Yeah, yeah.
Rabinsky, short for.
Well, they changed it after the war.
Sure. Can you blame him? Come on. Let's see. We're going to do easy. Yes. Easy mode.
Yeah.
And we're going to press start to exit. Okay.
Sure.
Got it. That's all I needed was easy mode.
And we're back.
Game start. The Adventures of Buttman and Rabin. Amused to death. Oh, I love the title card. That's so cool.
Just like the show. We'd have a little episode title card.
Master Bruce, we picked up a lady of the evening. A suspicious sounding broadcast. I'm doing... No.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Here's
We're doing
Bruce. Put it on the monitor.
Put it on the monitor.
Like he wasn't going to say that.
What a shitty suit he had in that show.
It was very boxy.
It
But,
wasn't-
you know, the big
well, no, he
wide
was
show-
boxy. He was the box.
Well, he was broad-chested, sure. But with the suit having those high kind of shoulder pad
Yeah, man.
added to it, it made him look like he was wearing a zoot suit almost.
Sure.
It was that big, like, double-breasted jacket. That
Yeah.
just, I don't know. The cut was very late 80s, early 90s.
That's one thing whenever they went full-on Bruce Timm, when everything got pointy, they gave Bruce a black suit, the white shirt, and the red tie. A little more, debonair.
I gotta say, I don't really
He's kinda dorky in this one.
why Bruce kind of traditionally has a red tie.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't really get it.
He's secretly Donald Trump.
Like, it just seems like a weird color scheme. You know what I mean? Everybody else, whether they're in or out of their actual costume, quote unquote, they kind of have a color scheme. You know what I mean?
What's going on here? Oh, how do I punch? There we go.
Like when Lizard Guy in Spider-Man is a doctor, he's got the lab coat and the messed up shorts, but he's always in that outfit. You
Right.
know what I mean?
I
feel
do.
like even if he was in disguise, he'd still be wearing like purple pants, you know?
Just look at the game.
So why Batman would have a, red tie? I don't get it. I don't know. It always stood out to me.
Sure.
You'd think he'd have like a yellow tie or something.
He actually has underwear on the outside of his pants.
I mean, it's very 50s strongman build,
Yeah.
where he's just got a barrel for a body.
And he just fucking punches these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. They'd shoot him, but he's like, I'm Batman. I'll be all right.
Fun fact, my belt is actually only 2.5 inches below my nipples.
The belt is bulletproof. The rest of it is not. I thought I could duck out of that Tommy gun shot. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the duck really helps when they're shooting at you.
Kick,
but, you
kick.
know.
And this is one-hit KO. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're Batman, and these are low-level goons.
Right. We're
You
just
know.
putting people in traction. I don't kill people, but I put them in the fucking hospital.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I will punch everyone in my way to death.
Hi there, Batman. Welcome to the Joker's Fun House.
Did you introduce the show? Did you do that?
No, we don't.
I think we should do that.
This isn't actually a show.
I think
Anyway,
it is.
It is? Okay, cool.
I was told it is.
My name is James. The show's name is Watson and James Don't Play. And his name...
I'm Watson.
Oh, thank you.
That was so rad.
Did you like that? Did you like how shitty that was?
That was awful.
All right, let's try it again. Welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is James.
And I'm Watson.
Hey, we got it right that time.
Fucking normal as shit.
So normal.
Did we ever talk about the intro ever?
What do you mean?
Off mic?
What about the intro?
And we've done the
intro for the show or the intro for the Batman, the animated series?
We've
'Cause we can talk about that.
We've had a conversation or two about the cold open clip that we usually do, and we've generally agreed upon the same format of introducing the show verbally, but I don't think we ever agreed on it. We just did it.
It just kind of happened one day.
I think it just, but I mean, it kind of came out and we just stuck with that. I don't remember any other iterations of intros.
I ripped off Robin Williams whenever I was working in radio. I was working at a radio station outside of a military base, so I just kind of went full on into that, you know?
I didn't know you were in Vietnam.
Yeah, actually I was.
That's crazy.
No. It was a military base here in the state that we live in. Listen to past episodes, you'll figure it out. There's only one here.
I love it like it's a clue to a larger mystery.
It is. I'm not going to say it. I won't say it. But I did the Good Morning Fort place that I worked at.
Place that I worked at. I love it when you notice multiple things.
Billy everything.
Do I do this?
You suck at this right now, but you were doing well.
Use my, there we go. That's what I need. Oh, that's awesome.
That was a good grapple function.
It's clean, too,
I don't remember much of this level.
That was a good spike function. I think one hit to the spikes would kill me, but it's pretty generous. This game looks really cool.
It looks good. I'm enjoying the backgrounds.
It's hard to believe this is a... Well, okay, it's not hard to believe it's a Super Nintendo game.
It's pretty easy to believe.
It's hard to believe it looks this good on Super Nintendo, is what I meant to say.
Sure. I remember a lot of outdoor levels where you're like on the outside of buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Going up scaffolding and stuff like that.
Now I'm rolling around in dice.
Throwing batarangs.
It's got platforms of dice everywhere.
Do you just have the grapple gun right now? Is that what that symbol up in the top is?
I have... Yeah, that's all I have right now.
So do you have batarangs that you can equip?
I think I can press...
You better run.
I gotta go. Made it. How did I make it?
That cape should have killed you.
Right. And point up.
Yep,
yes.
Nailed it.
Love it.
Yeah. See, it just took a kind of a dry run for you to get the feel for the level.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for spikies.
Yeah, now you know shit's happening. Yeah, that doesn't kill you too much.
Oh, I was gonna try and be cool.
I don't think you can straight up Spider-Man. I think you can just kind of swing yourself.
Kind of Spider-Man a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't think you can do like multiple. Although there's nothing stopping Batman from having 2 grapple guns, one in each hand, and just swinging like Spider-Man.
Do you remember
Guess he'd have to reload.
Do you remember the episode? It's from the original series, and it's Batman and Robin episode. It's weird how like some episodes had Batman some episodes had Robin.
I'm a
little
Batman. Unclear on the timeline, just because of what you said. Like sometimes it would be Batman, and they would kind of imply that Robin was in college. But he wouldn't be in the episode. Then later he's like full time there, and then even later than that, there's Tim Drake. Like they kind of change up the canon periodically. I feel like on the animated show. This episode, Robin just shows up. I think this is Robin's introduction, actually. The Flying Grayson's episode? No, that's not his introduction. The Tim Drake episode? No. So Dick Grayson is just there one day. Oh, that's right. And then later they flash back to how it came to be because he gets the opportunity for revenge on the people who got his family. Right. In a later episode. You're right. And it's not Two-Face that kills his family like in Batman Forever. No, it's just like a low-level guy, isn't it? Like like a bookie or somebody. Just a guy. Take that, the Nutcracker. Yeah, you kicked his head. The Nutcracker. What was I saying? So you were talking about... Joker, Robin, Batman. All the same episode. It's a Christmas episode. You're talking about the first Christmas episode? Yes. It's where... people get kidnapped and the Joker takes over a TV station? There's a scene where Batman takes his cape off and puts it on a mop to like trick the bad guys. Look out! Whoa! Hilarious. And they shoot the cape and they're like, fuck, it's not Batman. And then he comes in still wearing a cape. I love you very much. I love Batman doing shtick. Right. And I'm like, do you just have a second cape? Yeah, I would assume he has a whole other... I mean, he's Batman. Right. His whole thing is preparedness. Always prepared. Like, he has a contingency plan for his contingency plans. Like, that's his whole thing. He has a cape for his cape. So then he grabs Joker. He pulls Joker's sweater off. Mm-hmm. And gloves and everything. Joker has another sweater on and another pair of gloves on. I bring it up, though. I forget why I brought it up. It doesn't matter. Not really. Because you appreciate when animation cuts corners. Yeah, they really did, too. Is that what you appreciate about it? I don't know. I had a point, and it got lost in the shuffle, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. Was it about the plot? No, not necessarily. Okay. I have no idea why I brought it up. That's great. Great. Terrific. It's going really well tonight. I really need you to hit these
I'm trying to.
You gotta hit them.
They're hitting me. Is that? Nope, that's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, I didn't get past this part last night. I did a little pre-gaming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Took a few shots before the show started. See if I could loosen up a little bit.
I want everybody to go back now and watch the first part of this and see if it shows that you pre-gamed. Or people judge you even harsher.
Is he drunk? No, he just sounds stupid.
You swear you did this like before? Okay, see now...
I rehearse all kinds of stuff.
See, now
though.
you have 5 smoke bombs.
Yeah. Okay.
So throw those at the Joker when he comes to you.
Oh, nice. Okay, now I have 4 smoke bombs.
Right, so
just
save them.
So save the 4, so don't do this. Damn it.
You son of a bitch.
So don't do that, right? Is that the wrong thing to do?
I think the idea is that you want to throw him onto the cart that has the Joker on it, so
Sure.
he can't see to throw his things at you that you kind of can't dodge.
Because he just has unlimited bombs.
Like, look at that shit. You need to dodge.
I don't think I'm supposed to dodge. I'm supposed to hit him. Because I am. It's not hurting me when I hit him.
Now throw your thing when you get up there. All right, so does the smoke make a difference?
No, they didn't do anything. I'm just supposed to dodge.
God
That's
damn.
it. I made it farther.
You got a lot of health
I didn't get this
left,
far
too,
last night.
So I say, yeah, you're doing great.
All right. Things are going okay. Duck, dick.
So why did they give you the smoke bombs if you can't use them?
I just had a stroke. But I'm okay now.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
To the Batcave? What happens if I go to the Batcave?
Nah, don't go to the Batcave.
Not yet?
Let me try this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me try this because I have no idea what any of the buttons are. All right.
You're doing great.
I think I'm.
It hasn't even started yet.
I think I'm doing it.
I'm just like, you're doing great. Now get on the roller coaster. Now throw your smoke bombs at him. Quick, do it before you run out. As if it ticks down the timer.
All right, so that's my smoke bomb button.
Right.
Now it looks like a little choo-choo train.
Was there ever any actually episodes where he was on a roller coaster? I remember in, what's the name of the movie? Mask of the Phantasm? The animated movie that came out because the show was doing so well. They're like, dude, we need a feature-length theatrical film. We need to push this. We need to push Batman. Get Batman while the getting's good. I want to say there was some kind of cart situation. They were in one of those like World of Tomorrow kind of circus things. You know?
I do recall.
Yeah.
Well, and traditionally the Joker almost always takes over like some kind of fair or amusement park or fun house or something. So yeah, there's got to be.
Sure.
There's got to be tons. I remember when he ties Batman and makes him go through that house of horrors in The Killing Joke.
It always felt like in Batman Returns where he had like a circus gang, Penguin. You'd think that the Joker in the first movie would actually have the circus gang.
Yeah.
The Red Triangle gang. It felt a little off. I don't know what the connection was between the Red Triangle gang and Penguin. They just kind of adopted him. I get the whole circus freak thing.
Sure.
But, you know, I guess all the Batman villains could have been in the circus at one point. I think there's an episode of Batman the Animated Series where Killer Croc runs away and finds a family of circus people.
Yeah.
And joins them and says, I'm going to live a normal life now. And the Batman shows up and says, you're going to jail, Killer Croc. And he's like, but why? It's fine. Just leave me here. I'm never going to hurt anybody ever again. And Batman's like, I'm going to put you in the hospital, Killer Croc. And then they're going to put you back in the circus because you're a crocodile person. Sorry.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Hey, question.
Yeah, what's up?
Why does nobody ever shoot him in the mouth hole?
What? Oh, shoot Batman in the mouth hole?
Why does nobody ever do that?
I don't know. Respect, you know? It's disrespectful. You don't shoot a man in the mouth hole. Not a proper way to shoot a man.
I like throwing these guys, though.
Shoot him in the mouth hole, Terry. And he's like, no.
It sounds so much dirtier than it is.
Quit saying mouth hole at me.
Shoot what exactly?
I've been working my way through the X-Files, and it's funny that we're playing the Funhouse right now because I'm currently on Season 2, Episode 20 of the X-Files, and it's called Humbug, which I thought was going to be a Christmas episode.
You and everybody else.
It is not a Christmas episode.
No, it's an old piece of carnival slang. It's just a made-up premise or scam.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was just straight up bah humbug. I didn't know there was any other meaning for that.
Yeah, I feel like I've only ever heard it in other contexts, yeah.
I like Mulder walking around town, though, saying to just anyone he sees that looks a little different, verbatim, tell me, have you ever done much circus work in your life? And the first guy he says it to, it doesn't go well. You need to wall jump. So you need to push, you need to jump and push towards the wall and hit A again. And then do it the other way. So then left.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
The first time.
Do it. There you
just
go.
Wouldn't catch the second.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you knew how to do it, so I
didn't. I was trying to do the grapple gun. That's why you saw me switching weapons.
Gotcha. The game just kind of taught me that last night. Again, pregame a little bit.
I watched you. That was my pregame. Yeah.
You're like, hey, he's doing something, and then you gotta grapple over that. Spider-Man, it. Yes. Oh, that was cool.
It kind of worked.
It was kind of cool. Could have been cooler.
I didn't get spiked. That's
do better next time.
I'm sorry, Dad.
You were my same height. That is neat.
I'm so close to dead.
Same joke 2 episodes in a row.
Oh, God. That. How do you kill this guy?
It's not even our joke. You got to run up his gun, right? Run up his shaft and punch him in the head. You have to say those things,
I died. Oh, well.
We're not going to get much further in this game tonight. I think this is about all you're going to see, especially now.
I better run.
Run, Batman!
Yeah, but I have all my health for this encounter, so, I mean, worth it.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he can do much damage. He's not very good at poking anything. He's just a robot.
He doesn't seem to have fine motor skills, really, with that thing.
So when you punch him, sparks fly out of his head that hurt you.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
For some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
For no reason.
And now I'm leaving for no reason. So first guy, Mulder says, tell me, have you done much circus work in your life? Is the owner of a hotel. And this is the first thing he says to him. He doesn't even say to him, I need a room, nothing. Just like, hey, you're a little person. Circus? Probably? And they show him walking up the stairs to get to the desk. They really...
He might as well have been like, hey, how'd you get out of your cage? Like, come on. The guy was clearly working at a hotel, like running the hotel.
You said it's the same little person actor from...
It's the man from Another Place, from Twin Peaks.
From Twin Peaks, okay. I don't know his name. That's shitty of me. You know his name? You might know his name. You know stuff.
I'm not good at pronouncing his name.
All right.
But
I'm going to try then.
But I will say that if you have a minute, go look up the Wiki. Not now, obviously, but go look up the Wikipedia.
Now, leave now. Fuck the episode. Go do it now.
No, I wasn't talking to them. They can do whatever they want.
Okay. Me?
You on your own time. Look up his Wikipedia page because he's gotten into several incidents with David Lynch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like disagreements? Or
yeah, they don't get along.
Creative disagreements or just personal disagreements?
They don't get along.
That's fucking funny.
Go read about it. It's pretty funny.
Anyway, he tears into Mulder saying, what makes you think that I would be in the circus? Because of my short stature? You piece of shit?
Yeah,
here's what I think about
the only thing I'm fit for is blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
You and your shitty, ill-fitting suit, your boring fucking tie. I bet you do government work. He goes, I'm actually an FBI agent. And he goes, well, guess what, dick? I have a degree in hotel management.
And he does.
And he fucking does. He shows it to him, and he's like, now register for the room, you piece of shit. Cut to the very next scene. He's talking to what is essentially like the bellhop, saying to this person who has another person growing out of him, tell me, have you done much circus work in your life? And he goes, oh, yeah, it was great. But Mr. So-and-so said it was demeaning. Mr. So-and-so being the hotel manager. He's like, but I loved it. All I had to do was say my name, my brother's name, who is his conjoined twin. And then he says, don't worry, he's a little quiet because his head is still inside his body.
Right.
It's very the opposite of Quado from Total Recall.
No, it's pretty much Belial from Basket Case.
Oh, okay, sure. Except the horrible procedure never occurred when he was a kid.
Well, he has what I think is an interesting power, which seems to be that his power is that he can detach himself at will.
Did you know that through the protective Chinese practice of Tu Bushan, you can train your testicles to drop into your abdomen?
Oh, I'm doing that as we speak.
I didn't know that. I'm not to that part of the episode, but I gather that much because there's a scene where there's a local special effects artist, and he gets murdered, and it's clearly Quado.
Right.
I don't know his name in the episode.
They have like almost the same name. Their names are like Lenny and Lanny or something.
Lenny and Lanny. Lanny. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Lanny did it.
Writers really phoned it in that episode. I noticed that there was one episode that it said story by David Duchovny and Chris Carter.
Yeah, the Alien Bounty Hunter is David Duchovny's idea.
Okay.
Don't you like how I just know things?
I looked up that actor from that episode. Let me look it up real quick.
Ooh, I did a little roll thing.
Alien. Let's see. How do I word this? Bounty hunter. I want to say his name's Brian. X-Files. Come on, Google.
I'm fighting for my life here.
Let's see what comes up here. Here it is, Brian Thompson. The thing that I remember him the most from when I was a kid, he played Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh, sure.
What a shitty movie. He's had a storied career though. Tons of work. You know how you see that guy in that thing and you think that he doesn't get much work? And then you go to his Wikipedia page and he's a fucking hustler.
Yeah, there's plenty of people in both like New York and LA who just, they have steady work doing an episode of CSI here and a random TV appearance there, an indie movie, like all kinds of stuff.
Punch him, get over there and punch him. Jump to his car.
I cannot seem to do that.
Okay, I didn't know if you could or not. He's got a lot of bombs though, and you're running low on health.
Thanks.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can't do it?
I didn't make it, but I'm not sure that that was him or me. I think I should just save my projectiles, though, for now.
It's funny. You think that as we got older, we would get better at the games?
Oh, no.
From when we were kids, and we just got worse?
No, my reflexes have slowed down. My patience is way down. Like, I don't have time to sit and master this. But this game would have been more than enough for the weekend to run it from the game store,
Absolutely. I would have just played the shit out of it, and I would have played the same. I would have played the same 2 levels until I beat them for 7 days straight.
I don't even remember this level, so I must have beat it as a kid because all my memories are from way later levels.
I caught myself watching the X-Files on my computer while watching a show on TV the other night, and no, it's just unhealthy.
What screens? Multiple screens?
Just my lack of attention.
Oh, that you can't kind of focus on one thing.
Well, no, I was watching both of them. I was retaining both of them.
So what's your issue, dog?
I just felt like the wrong thing to do.
Why? Were you happy?
Some knower if they're
before you got into your head about it, like were you satisfied for all intents and purposes?
I guess, yeah. I wasn't weirded out.
Yeah,
I only got weirded out when I thought about it.
Then I wouldn't worry about it.
And I said it out loud, and then I just went back to watching the X-Files. But it's not unusual because I'll sit here and play video games and have, a show on Hulu up on my other screen.
So what's the difference between doing that and crocheting while you watch a movie?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just know that if you were to say to someone who isn't you, who just gets it, that, hey, I watched a couple shows last night, and they go, would they say to me, did you watch them at the same time? No. Would I say to them I was watching it at the same time? Probably, because I feel weird about it. And then they would be like, that's weird. And I go, what do? You just watch one show at a time? That's weird to me. You just exchanging bombs here?
See, I can't jump over there with him.
How are you supposed to fucking reach him then?
I tried throwing the things in him. It did no effect.
What about a jump kick?
All right, I'll give it a try if I make it there again.
Right, if you get that far, then...
We got a little time. I might make it there.
Fucking jump kick his ass. So I watched a lot of X-Files. I watched a whole movie last night, way too late, too.
I forget that I'm a little ahead of you on X-Files, yeah.
I sat down to kind of unwind for the night. It's like 9:15.
Whoa.
Then I put on...
Night owl.
I put on a movie and I watched the whole fucking thing. It's like 11 o'clock last night. I'm still up. But it was captivating. It's one of those A24 movies. And I love those movies. Usually something about them I'll like.
A24 has a good track record.
Yeah. This one is the weakest I've seen so far. And I didn't hate it, but...
I wonder if the spray will work for those.
Maybe. There you go. Bat spray.
I should dodge some, though, because I only have so much of the spray.
My mighty aerosol. How do you switch gadgets?
On this controller, it's the Y button.
All right, cool. I like on this controller. What are you guys playing on? Stuff?
A controller.
A controller. It's an important controller, too. The best controller.
And I was saying Y button, like Y button? I
Yeah.
wasn't saying anything weird.
The movie's called It Comes at Night. Came out in 2017. It's a post-apocalyptic movie. And the apocalypse is inconsequential.
That's not the focus of the movie.
Right. It starts out with a family. They're all in gas masks.
Ooh.
And there's one guy, an old guy, who's not in a gas mask, who's got pock marks all over his skin. Nope, can't do that. And they take him out back and shoot him. And they burn his body.
Tight.
I go, okay, cool. So it's kind of a disease situation.
Right.
Some sort of horrible disease killed most of the population.
Ooh.
Anyway, the movie's about this family surviving. They find another family. They take the family in against their better judgment too. You know, they're like, we shouldn't trust these people, but they're like, you know what, we're still people.
Okay.
You know, let's take them in. Shit goes sideways. A lot of people die. The whole other family dies.
Oh.
Right? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you're recapping the movie, so yes, spoilers in effect.
Implying that the movie's going to get spoiled. The whole they get into it. The dad kills the mom, the other dad, and their son. Right?
Sounds great.
Yeah. And then their son gets sick and dies. And it ends with, I'm just saving you the trouble of being disappointed.
Oh, okay.
And I say disappointed as in, you're not going to feel good after this movie. It is a good watch. It's all about paranoia, which I'm deeply familiar with. You're doing great, by the way.
I just wanted to let that land.
Nice batarangs. And batarangs are, you can use them forever.
Infinite, it seems like, yeah.
Infinite.
Maybe that'll help me against the Joker.
Yeah, so what you'll do is when you fight the Joker on the roller coaster, don't crouch for one thing.
Well, I was dodging his bombs for a minute.
I knew that, but earlier when I saw you use the batarang, I saw one hit his head.
So just stand up.
Just stand up and fucking chuck him.
Just try to chuck as best I can.
A man can only take so many batarangs to the face where he's like, before he's like, enough. I don't need any more. Their son dies. Their son gets sick and dies. They are now at the kitchen table together. His wife looks sick. She has like some pockmarks on her arms. And the guy is just kind of staring at his wife. And the screen goes black. And that's the end of the movie. I go, well, that fucking sucked.
That did indeed suck.
That sucked. Not in the it was a bad movie kind of way. It is a good, well-made movie. But if you're looking for any kind of resolution, watch anything else.
Oof. Even
some of the worst movies come to some kind of...
At least it's still a 3-act story with a beginning, middle, and end.
No, this one is... movie starts, movie gets to the middle, it gets to the climax to where the big decision's supposed to be made,
right,
and then it just fucking ends. Like, okay, that's 2.5 acts, maybe? I feel icky. I just went to bed like that. Feeling kind of gross. That's the problem with those... Is A24 independent still? Are they considered indie films? They feel independent.
They're a small production studio.
Okay. But a pretty popular one now.
They are very popular. They've had some big wins with some of their recent releases.
What are some other movies that they've released? Let's look it up, because I don't remember.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Sorry, I got to focus for a second and do this.
No, you're fine. Oh, I didn't know they did this one. Ex Machina. That movie fucked me up.
That movie fucked you up?
A little bit.
I mean...
So this it came out in 2015. This is pushing like 9 years ago. I was a different person 9 years ago. Like I liked different stuff.
Fair.
I'd never really seen a movie like Ex Machina. And I go, I want to see more movies like this. So I just kept watching A24 movies. Because the next one I watched was The Witch.
Darren Eggers.
Yeah. Really Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers.
Darren Aronofsky is... You combine them into the same...
That'd be weird.
The same person.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. Let's see. They did Green Room. Never saw it.
Oh, Green Room's so great.
Is it?
Dude, it's intense.
Pat Stu plays a bad guy, right?
It's a brutal movie.
Yeah.
And that's, coming from somebody like me who really has seen a lot of gory movies.
Oh, The Lobster. Never saw that.
Lobster's all right.
Okay.
If you buy into the premise. What I think it is, if I remember correctly, if you don't find love within a certain time period, time limit,
okay,
you turn into an animal.
Oh, okay.
And one of the animals you can turn into is a fucking lobster.
He picks his animal, right? It's got Colin Farrell.
It's Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Okay, I know about it now. Yeah. I would like to see that. That sounds cool. American Honey. I don't know. I've never heard of that one.
Was that the... no, I was thinking of the Shia LaBeouf one about his dad. But
Andrea Arnold?
But I think
did that one
called, like, Honey Boy or something like that.
Moonlight? Never saw that one either.
Moonlight won a shitload of awards.
Yeah, okay.
It won the Oscar, I think.
20th Century Women. I think it's because they don't seem depressing enough.
They're all just look.
I seek out the sad indie films.
Well, A24 isn't about like a specific genre. It's about giving creators a small budget, and with that small budget saying, look, it's small, but you can do what you want to do. And so they go, okay. And they do, and then these films either hit or they don't. But if they don't, it's okay because they only spent, a little bit of money on it. But when they hit big.
Sure.
I suck at this level.
The one that hit the biggest, I think, is Hereditary.
Right. Hereditary basically put Ari Aster into the mainstream.
Yeah.
And if you've seen his short film, you knew to expect big things from him.
It's weird. Movies like, and we've talked about this before, Hereditary and No Country for Old Men are comfort films for me, even though they're...
No Country for Old Men is a great background movie.
Yes. Hereditary, also a comfort film for me. I know it shouldn't be. I know it's fucked up.
I think like the first half, sure. I don't know. Second half's pretty loud to try to fall asleep to.
Oh, I don't mean fall asleep to it. I mean I just like watching it.
Oh, you actually like full on engaging with it?
Yes, I will watch the whole damn thing.
Nope. Shouldn't have done.
I guess that's what I mean, is that I'll just watch it forever. Hereditary and Mortal Kombat are in the same vein for me.
Sure, why not?
They are. And I think that's okay.
Oh.
I think I'm probably the only person that has said that publicly, that Hereditary and Mortal Kombat, same quality of film.
They're exactly the same
They're
to me.
exactly the same to me and everywhere. I don't care what you like. Fuck you. I like what I like.
I get it. I do. Because,
I know you get it.
Because to me, like, fucking Repo Man with Emilio Estevez is exactly the same vibe as Hitchcock's Vertigo.
They're going to say Repo Man with Emilio Estevez is the same vibe as Repo Man with Anthony Stewart Head. I go, well, not quite. Close, but not quite.
Close cousin to Repo the Genetic Opera.
Hell yeah. All right, well, we fucking suck at this game, but I sure did like watching it happen.
Seek out this game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go wash a dish or something, because I can never stop moving.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop.
Why do they all look like Bruce Wayne in disguise?
You know why.
The character models. Limited.
I like chests and big ones, too. You know what they say about big feet, right?
Does this take place in the 80s, the 40s? Who knows?
Big feet, big boobs.
That doesn't make any sense, Batman.
It's like, fuck, my gun.
God,
what am I going to do?
that really stings. That actually hurts.